Can I give you a kiss, Bubby? At least let me give you a kiss. Oh, Bubby no want kiss. Here we go. While we said our prior patch would likely be our last before version 1.0, as the fates would have it, there is indeed this one more, which includes further improvements, balance adjustments, and fixes based on your feedback and what we've observed. Thank you for playing early access. Okay. I do have a link in the chat if you want to read the patch notes for yourself. In preparation for our 1.0 launch and forthcoming story sequences surrounding the true ending, please note that any Zodiac Sand or Void Lens resources you have when you load your save progress at the time will automatically be converted to prestige. For now, you may continue earning these as you wish. Okay, so my guess is because there's probably going to be a bunch of story and exposition after each win, surface or underworld, right? They don't want you to just skip all that. Yeah, you're going to have to see some dialogue after each win and get a certain amount of wins when 1.0 comes out. Which practically lines up with the Hades one anyway. Like, you still had to get, no matter how much you had played the Hades one in early access, you still had to get 10 wins after 1.0 and see all the dialogue. So I guess that makes sense. Nocturnal arms and abilities. Umbral Flames. Increased special projectile size and orbit speed. Sounds good, because it just didn't look good, you know? It just didn't look good. Moonstone Axe. Increased damage of the attack sequence. Wow, they buffed the whole axe, huh? We were actually complaining about both these things recently. Blackout. Improved responsiveness of blocking while channeling Omega attack. Did they fix it? Did they fix it? Does it feel good yet, chat? You think it feels good yet? Aspects of the Nocturnal Arms. Artemis. Reduced charge time for riposte so it can be used more frequently. Oh, nothing else, huh? They just reduced the cooldown. That's a big buff, potentially. Don't know how long. Mel Flames. Increased critical damage chance. Wow. Kind of surprised. Well, alright. Eos. Using special no longer cancels other special projectiles. Improved target tracking of Daybreaker projectile. Another buff. Thanatos. Increased critical chance ramp up and the upper limit. Yeah, I was complaining about Thanatos, especially when trying to use it with like double frenzy and stuff like that, right? Anubis. Increased magic cost of O special. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. I'll take it. As long as we keep the damage, honey. Scared me a little bit there when I saw Anubis. I'll take it. Supay. Reworked special creates a second projectile. Reworked attack timings and Omega attack. Shots no longer stagger foes. Reduced rush boon damage bonus. Breaks earns more easily. Reworked special creates a second projectile. So now we get 2 specials back. But the attacks are worse. And the rush boom bonus damage is less. Yeah, I don't know. So it's so I don't know how to feel about that at a glance, you know what I mean? So it's going back to being more about on-hit, being an aspect based on on-hit stuff than it is about a dash stuff. So, I don't know. At least it still is sort of a... They didn't take it away entirely, so at least it's still like the rush the rush aspect, I guess. Like something that, you know, just... something that actually synergizes with rush boons or something. Boons and blessings. Stormring from Zeus. Increased damage. Really? Wow. I'm kind of surprised, right? I'm kind of surprised. Oh, I skipped Shiva? I did skip Shiva, thank you. Reworked Omega Special. Bounces several times in the target area. Reduced destructive damage bonus to compensate. Ooh. That sounds cool. That actually sounds cool. Bounces several times in the target. Oh, that sounds pretty nice. Okay. I'm willing to try that out. I'm willing to try it. That's some big changes to the code overall. Tier list time? Oh, no. Storming from Zeus increased the damage. I'm surprised by that. Arc Flash. I kind of think Arc Flash needs to be changed on how it works, truth be told, a little bit. So increasing the damage, I don't know if it does much, but... Alright. Reduce the damage of Tidal Ring. Reduce the area effect of high surf. Isn't that just nerfing air quality? Yeah, right? Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's hard to know how to feel about that. They really felt like Tidal Ring was too good, huh? Solar Ring increased the damage. I did feel like Solar Ring just was never something you wanted. You know what I mean? Hef increased damage of blast effects, such as Smithy Rush. Increased glow bonus from rarity. Yeah, Smithy Rush sucked. It was really, really bad, I feel. Like, truly terrible. Tough Cane. Effect now activates even if you are protected by paid dues. Oh, whatever. No one cares about that. Molten Touch. Increased damage to armor. Increased bonus from Palms of Power. Heat Rush from Hestia. Slightly reduced duration of damage trail. So mild nerf to Heat Rush. Eh. Ares. Plasma can no longer provide a speed bonus greater than 100%, which caused various issues. Wait, seriously? I feel like I'm getting pranked. Dude. Are you kidding me? There's so many more things to experiment with. Oh, the people are gonna hate that. The people are gonna hate that. Oh no. Wow, that just made Plasma quite a bit worse, I feel. Can no longer provide... Wait, a speed bonus. Wait, do they mean move speed only? Hold on. Do they mean move speed only? That's fine if so. I'll take it. Probably both. If it was move speed only, that would actually be probably a buff overall. Which caused various issues. I mean, they're not wrong there. I don't know. I'm not sure. Yeah, that's a huge nerf to the legendary, which was quite strong, but then, like, the other plasma was really bad. Well, here's the thing, though. Most things probably didn't benefit past 100% anyway. But the things that did felt really cool. Can we all agree? So there is a decent chance that this just makes things a lot more well-rounded and just make more sense. Because there's definitely, like, soft and hard caps going on there, right? For some weapons and for some aspects, where you don't really get a benefit from the plasma past a certain amount. It probably turns out we're not going to really be able to tell a big difference on this, but yeah, I don't know. Golden Rule got cut? Really? Am I happy or sad about that? I think I'm going to be happy. I think it's a boring boon, which might seem weird, but Ripple... Well, hold on. It depends what you got to replace with. Ripple Effect. Your effects from Fine Line and Ocean Swell have a chance to fire twice? Dude. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. That sounds outstanding. We're doing it first. That's the first thing. Write it down, chat. Write it down. Seismic Hammer replaced. Good, that... I never bothered to ever take it. That was the one that triggered a Hef Blast on an Omega with, like, a really long cooldown or something. Seismic Servo. Any boon effects that recharge over time recharge faster. Ooh. Ooh. So that's 3 Hef boons. What else is there, though?
She ripple on my effect until my ocean swell happens twice.
There's got to be something else, too, right? Phalanx Shot? Athena Deflects? That sounds pretty cool, too. Poseidon and Hef, huh? Oh, the Poseidon Gain boon. Yeah, you're right. Interesting. Okay. Room temperature. Oh, room temp is gone? That's a duo boon that I was kind of cool with, even though I didn't use it almost ever. But I think it was more of a problem with Hef. Look at that. That's 2 Hef duos gone. Actually, possibly more from the looks. Cryo Pounder? Oh my. Your blasts from Hef deal more damage to freeze-afflicted foes. That duo does sound a bit more boring, but it might be more useful overall, admittedly, at the same time, right? Because renewing freeze wasn't particularly helpful against bosses. Yeah, I mean, I think considering how infrequently I use room temp, I think it's probably for the best, for me at least, that we're seeing something different. That's some cool stuff with Hef. Damn. Rude Awakening, increased bonus damage. It looks like they're buffing the Hefmeister by quite a bit. Chain reaction, increased timing window of the blast effect. Holy shit. Oh my god. Wow. Hef is getting a big lift this patch. Travel deal, reduced gold discount. So the mildest nerf to travel deal, that's fine. Harm for the afflicted. Medea, increased how frequently this can deal damage. That's the curse thing, right? I think so. Yeah. I mean, it's probably gonna stink. Increased average damage. That's the weird 1 to 999 thing. Circe, old remedy. That's the healing? Fix an issue causing this effect to not be reduced by Vow of Scars. Rip. Protective coating from Icarus, increased armor. Volatile coating, increased armor and blast to damage. Inverted spark or flames. Improved compatibility with more aspects. What the hell does that mean? I hate that hammer. I feel like I don't do shit. Helheim charge from the skull now fires your Omega attack an additional time in succession. Unless they change the aspect, I still can't imagine that an Omega attack build with Hell is gonna be viable, really. I can't really imagine it, but I will try it. I'll try it, baby. Chakra Collider, increased power shot timing window. I don't think I actually remember what the hell that is. That must be for Hell, though, right? I'm gonna say. No? Actually, I have no idea. Awakened rockets from the coat, increased magic cost. I don't remember that either. Awakened rockets. It increases your magic cost. It's a hammer. I don't remember what it does. I guess we'll find out. We'll have to look. Hexes and Path of Stars. Reduced startup time of most hexes, making them faster to use. Yes! 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 I've been saying this for almost 18 months. Well, okay. 14 months. Please. Yes. Yes. I don't need to see the animation every time I use Darkside. I really don't. I know, I would love to use Darkside, but like that 4-second slowdown you gotta experience every single time doesn't feel good. Godsend upgrades now can appear on subsequent uses of the Path of Stars if you meet the required Olympian after prior uses. Godsend upgrades can now appear on subsequent uses of the Path of Stars if you meet the required Olympian after prior uses. So you can get them afterwards now. You can get Godsend after. Okay. Okay, perfect. Perfect. Can we agree? Confluence from Nightbloom now makes your race armors appear in your cast, not after you sprint. I think they should just change that whole thing. Improve menu navigation to the Path of Stars while using gamepad controls. That's a little thing I probably wouldn't have thought of to put in there, but I do tend to fumble around in the Path of Stars a bit. Keepsakes. Olympian keepsakes such as Cloud Bangle activate more reliably in Thessaly. Oh. Yeah, so I guess they're just making it so it's more likely that you get a boon, quote-unquote, in Thessaly. It did kind of feel like... I thought it was just a coincidence, personally. But it did kind of feel like you weren't getting many boons in Thessaly. Sometimes you were getting no boons, you know what I mean? Ghost Onion restorative effect is no longer reduced by Vow of Scars. Oh, no. Are they making exceptions to Vow of Scars? That's a buff to Ghost Onion. But I hate it when there's exceptions to something like 100% health healing reduction, and then I thought they were getting rid of all the weird exceptions. So this is good for Ghost Onion. Let me be clear. I'm not really mad at that, but it's rough when you as a player are looking at different things in the game and you say you have some Vow of Scars on, 50% less healing, and you just don't know ahead of time, does this work through Vow of Scars? Does it not? Just have no idea, really. Berserk is already an exception. Yeah, there's a bunch of exceptions, But I think... you think they should just replace Vow of Scars at this point? We need to be able to trust the tooltips and the descriptions of everything and just know, is this going to work or not? We need... I think as of right now, it's almost like they need to put on Ghost Onion, not affected by Vow of Scars. I think that's what they need to do. If something's going to heal us through Vow of Scars, it needs to have a disclaimer or a keyword or something. If that's what they want to do. Crystal Figurine now activates an additional random Arcana card. That's nice. Still never going to use it, probably. Tula the Cat, improved bonuses from familiar bonds and innate move speed, pounce accuracy, and active time between naps. She's also less prone to getting stuck on obstacles. I'm still in strength court here, so Tula, rest in pepperonis. Removed attending a faithful beast, Cauldron, along with associated bonuses from resting your familiars. I don't remember that. I don't remember, whatever. Encounters on Olympus now have slightly fewer foes. There goes my speed run, chat. Encounters of the Icarus have slightly fewer foes at the same time. Encounters on the Summit now have slightly fewer foes. Some smaller foes have slightly increased life. Foes from Moon Monuments now have more armor in later regions. Typhon, reduced speed and damage of Main Eye Blast. That's the pew that barrages or whatever. Reduced duration of some projectiles. Reduced frequency of cyclone attacks in second phase. Okay. Mostly nerfs to Typhon. Prometheus, reduced tracking speed of the uppercut. Unrivaled Cerberus, so that's specifically Rival Cerberus, no longer also drops magma on top of his attacks. Oh, wow. That was such a big deal, I think, to his fight, that I'm kind of surprised they're straight up removing it. Because I feel like that added a lot that you're going to have to change on how to do the fight. But now they're just straight up removing it. Well, it's interesting, I guess. Unrivaled Skill. The guest artist fires fewer projectiles than before. Do they mean Charybdis in particular? Is it always Charybdis? I don't even know. I still feel like that fight maybe could use... I don't know. Something going on there. Fix an issue causing the real Hecate to be easier to distinguish from the other two, unlocking the standard encounter. No! Wait, it wasn't intended? No! I just got used to it! Damn, dog. A Master Slicer and Erebus reduced life. Lurker in Oceanus. Attacks can be blocked more reliably using the black coat. I don't think I remember what a Lurker is, but whatever. Shellback. Elite now shoots a larger bouncing projectile instead of a triple shot. I think I kind of remember what the hell it is. Whole Heart. Thrown Bomb no longer deals direct damage. Elite no longer throws multiples at once. Oh, those guys. A lot of people used to complain about those guys. Brush Stalker. Reduced maximum targeting distance for ranged attack. These are a bunch of enemies things. Pounce attack is now slower to start. Slightly reduced appearance rate. Slightly reduced appearance rate. Reduced appearance rate. Elite throws fewer projectiles at once. Adjusted summoning behavior, reduced duration of fireball and its damage trail. All varieties have reduced tracking speed. Just a bunch of adjustments to like 1,000 different enemies here that we probably don't gotta think that hard about. It looks like it's mostly to make the game easier. Here's the thing though. I don't know if anyone else has felt this way, but once you start turning on Vow of Rivals, it feels like you breeze through the chambers and then I lose half my health to the boss. Or die. Like, the chambers feel almost inconsequential. The enemies in the chambers oftentimes feel inconsequential. So, I'm a little surprised, I guess, is what I would say. I'm not, mad, obviously, but it is interesting. Very interesting. I don't think we need to read all that. Several locations on Olympus now have more places to take cover against enemy fire. Improved pathing and collision. Improved sorting of Path of Stars, upgrades for Selene after the incantation, insight into offerings. Further adjustments to visual sound effects. Updated voiceover for Athena. Oh no, they didn't have to replace the voice actress, did they? There was some drama around that. I know. That might be what they're saying. I don't know. You sign SAG agreements. You are unable to employ any non-SAG actors. Okay, yeah, I think Rosen is basically summed it up. The voice actor wanted them to sign the SAG agreements, but then that would change a lot with the company, the development, and the studio, right? because then either all of their voice actors will have to join the union, or they'd have to get all new voice actors from the union. I don't even know how it would affect a game in current development exactly. Like, they avoid drama best they can, but this was something that I guess was unavoidable, sadly. All right, let's move on. Improve audio feedback for power shot effects. Updated sound effects for Supay. You can no longer lose all your life in the brief time it takes Athena to arrive once she is on her way. You can no longer lose all your life between clearing a chaos trial and being sent back by chaos. Shocking that some of these things were possible. Your raised servants now show damage numbers when their strikes connect. Oh, did they not? Oh, that might be nice, actually. You can no longer deflect raised tempi attempting to heal you in the encounter against Kronos. Oh, damn. Thank God for that, I guess. Improve feedback on some boons or items whose life restoration is reduced by Vow of Scars. Yeah, I mean, maybe if they're very consistent with the Vow of Scars stuff, not to go back to this, but maybe if they're very consistent, we're going to know what to trust based on the descriptions, but we'll see. Clarifying that gift requires switching keepsakes to take effect. Okay. Wait, you have to switch keepsakes? I actually don't think I knew that, but you usually do anyway. Updated credits. Fixed an issue causing the Rush Boon bonus from Supay to affect indirect boons such as Beach Ball. No! The thing is, like, it just made so much sense that it affected Beach Ball. It's a Rush Boon, is it not? I guess they felt like it was unfair, though. That's too bad. I feel like it was fine. I mean, it was good, but I feel like it was fine. Oh well. Fix an issue causing blast effects from Hef to gain strike foes. No! Oh man, I thought it was intended. I used to tell people all the time, like, don't worry guys, I'm taking Backburner because the Hef blast can backstab. Oh man. Now I'm gonna have to rewire my brain for fuck's sakes. Boo. Fix ionic gain. Ether fonts appearing in unreachable places. Fix a blinding rush or other daze effects not affecting Typhon. Oh. Interesting. Fix an interaction with various aspects and exceptional talent. That might include the weird EOS thing, you know what I mean? Fixed buried treasure or quick buck items sometimes being out of reach. Fixed whispered prayer from Artemis not improving with rarity. That's that weird hex one. Fixed interactions with Anubis and Wave Strike. Oh! Or cardio gain. Oh! Double O? Oh, whoa. Does that mean they're gonna fix the pan thing too, I wonder? Okay. We have a lot to try, chat. I should, like, write down a list or something. Okay. Fixed purification phase shift, destroying your projectiles from the Black Coat Shiva. Fixed Gygero's dash, amplifying damage other than attack and special. Oh. Fixed full service, not improving rapid slash. Fixed Mega Blaze, not affecting Omega attack as described. Fixed Garmer Gaze, reducing range unexpectedly. I don't remember half these things, truth be told. Fixed Ambition, not working against Guardians as described. Fixed a rare case where Typhon could remain impervious indefinitely. Dear God. Fixed Unrivaled skill is sometimes stage diving into the walls and getting stuck. Fixed Chrono, sometimes speaking over the pause menu even while absent in the Typhon encounter. Fixed various issues with foes summoned by Typhon. Several cases where limping effects could appear on impervious foes. Voice of Truth Prophecy missing a requirement for gold. Text fading out as expected during the narrated Homer. Various voice lines, story events. Occasional visual issues with magic indicator while using the black coat. And some other issues. What are the patch? Thirsty for water. Narcissus started to drink, but soon grew thirsty for something else. His being was suddenly overwhelmed by a vision of beauty. He fell in love with an empty hope, a shadow, mistaken for substance.